Alright, everyone, welcome. And as we start things off, I just want to give a big thank you to everyone who has supported me on this journey because as of last night, we are become officially affiliated. And as I continue this adventure, I hope you all stick around and enjoy the content. Enjoy watching me fail at games. It's really been a journey. But sentimental stuff aside for now, what's up everyone, Weed is here, and today we're playing a game that I've been wanting to play for a while. One that I haven't touched, but I've watched YouTubers play certain routes, called Slay the Princess. If the game starts up. I appreciate you, Dre Life. It's been a long time coming. It's non-stop streaming and stuff, trying to get to the goal, and we finally done it. Is the game up? Okay, it's up. Is it broadcasting? Why is my Let's try that. Why is it when I decide to go live now, it decides to break? That's fun. Is it capturing anything now? Hold up, if we go to this screen. Just full screen it. Maybe it'll work. But because of stream delay, I have to wait to see. Oh wait, no, I can see it right here. Okay, yeah, that works. I wish I knew how to put the tabs and stuff down, put everything else away. Yeah, welcome, dog. How you doing tonight? Well, I guess we're going to run it like this until we can get it to work tomorrow. I don't know, I'll mess around with it tomorrow and see if I can actually get it to work. Oh. Okay, girl, calm down now. Finally affiliate code.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
We slayin'. We're about to slay the princess.
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her. Don't linger on the specifics.
No, I'm going to linger on the specifics. I want to know why I'm in the middle of the woods about to stab a bitch.
We're all counting on
you. I appreciate you, Colt.
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey. While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
I don't give a damn about your tick clock.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Yeah, how about that? Have you considered that I'm okay with the world ending?
Nobody wants the world to end.
Alright, you have a good night, isn't it? Or, you have a good time until you come back. I can't English properly, but you get what I'm trying to say. You have a good time. I'm happy you're able to be here.
I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right? Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
No, I need specifics. What is my reward?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it.
Secret? I ain't no kid. I'm here to murder someone. So tell me what the cost is.
I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Okay, let's continue on before I get lost exploring all the options.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go.
Nah, I'll be alright.
See how that turns out for all of us.
Mr. Narrator, I'm built different.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
What if I don't want to slay her, though?
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous.
Mommy, please.
It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
I don't need luck, I'm built different.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
You
I don't
were
wanna focus
kidding
on
when
that
you said
task.
you were here to kill me. How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
I like that option.
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare.
I dare. How about
It's
that?
fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us. The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor
Don't
with
want
an
it.
unceremonious
Don't need it.
clang.
Thank you.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed.
We'll be fine.
I
That
don't
would
know
be
what
aight.
you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need...
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Agreed.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
Don't just tell her that.
What do you mean don't just tell her that?
Is that why they threw me down here? Well,
Off-brand
not anyone.
offerings.
I like the world.
You got some attitude,
think.
but welcome to the chat. Glad to have you here.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
How long?
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Nope, but that's a pretty weak chain. Just a singular chain for someone who can end the world. That's a wild sentence put together.
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart.
Narrator, you ain't talking
Hopefully
about best
soon.
interest. Yeah, just like bite the shit out of her, eat her.
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free. Fine. What do you want to know?
So yeah, it's just a couple questions.
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
That's a lot of sass for someone tied up to a wall.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her. You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing
I'm
you
gonna.
don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well,
Shorty kinda
we can
fine
always
for
put that
real.
knife to good use.
She kinda crazy, but she fine.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Too long.
Well, how long is too long? Because you look properly taken care of somewhat. You don't look really malnourished.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Have you, friend, you played this before, haven't you? Am I have a claw hand. Am I a bird? I never really figured out what exactly it were. I don't need to watch the ending because I can play the ending.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here. Oh, you have to be kidding me.
She looks
really
happy.
Binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see
Narrator,
the light of
shut
day.
up.
They wouldn't have.
I'll be here.
Where else?
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into.
Narrator, you a bitch.
Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Who did you pay? I don't know what I think, but I know what she is, and she is coined.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
I'ma leave one way or
You make
another.
your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom?
Yeah, easier for whom?
Easier for everyone.
Easier for you.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happened.
I don't
Against
care
your
what-
better
oh.
judgment, you place the blade against the princess's
I'm probably
arm,
gonna have to blur
just
that.
above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna have to
Before
blur that for
able
you
to crack
too.
through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Yeah. I probably am.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world.
What's gonna stop me?
I just can't let her escape into the world.
Bitch, you ain't gonna stop shit.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Hey, my body's moving on its own.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. watch me.
Slay, warn.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
What was that?
Your
I
body
got a
lunges forward
notification
to
sound.
sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect.
What happened? Why did I get a sound? Hold up. What was that? What's up, Ghost? And thank you for the follow! I like a woman that could literally just kill me personally. But that's besides the point. No, I'm not. The narrator's making me do it. I'm not trying to do shit.
Stop resisting me. I am trying to get.
See, he's telling me. He's saying it right there. Welcome to the stream, Kisa and Ghost. I'm resisting arrest.
Move the blade.
No, I will not. I
You're doing your
refuse.
best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
Why your pupils so big?
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
Au revoir, friend.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
Well, at least you made it quick.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
And just like that, I beat
Hope
the
it was
game.
worth it.
See, the princess, she did it with elegance.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that
And we're
path
back.
is a cabin. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
She cut my throat very demurely, very etiquettely. She did very mindfully, very demure. Yeah, this has happened.
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I.
No,
Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of it, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying. I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what
And more
happened
voices
last
in my
time,
head.
it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this history happened. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
She's too demure. She was too mindful for that world.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version.
I don't like the narrator. He's too bossy. We're going to do the opposite of everything he says.
If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. The absolute irony. That's one way to put it, I guess. You really don't remember what happened last time, do you? You practically forced the princess to kill us. That doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd do, which is honestly all the more reason for you to not buy into whatever self-delusions the three of you are crafting.
You a damn liar.
But this is a thought experiment, so I suppose I'll continue to give you the benefit of the doubt. If I did practically force the princess to kill you, it was probably for a good reason.
I don't like it.
Did you
The chat
try and
doesn't
free
show
her?
up over there.
Did you say
I need to
something
fix.
really
I need
mean
to fix
to
a
me?
lot of things with
Because
my
if I really did what you said I did,
Streamlabs.
you probably deserved it. I'm a professional.
But I can't
after
still
all.
see the chat. So that's
Sure you are. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
well, considering that she's down a hand and was locked in a basement, she's probably down a hand and still locked in a basement.
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? What a conveniently ambiguous group of things for her to ruin. For all we know, the princess left the cabin and never saw another soul.
Exactly.
How I wish that were the case, but if the princess weren't a certain, inevitable threat to the world, the four of us wouldn't be here. And yet, here we are.
And yet, here we are, and you still not explaining shit.
You're talking in circles. No, I'm talking in facts. I'm not so sure running away is the best idea. We're not the only person stuck here. What about her? Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
The only thing that matters here is where I'm not going, the cabin.
There won't be a new dawn if the world ends. There'll just be nothing forever.
Now there'll be a new dawn.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin.
Narrator, stop using your voodoo on me and let me go home.
Can still be saved after all. That's great to hear. As long as you bring that fiery attitude to princess slaying, I think this will all resolve splendidly.
I'm gonna bring that attitude to slay you.
Good. Going back to the cabin is the only way we can get to the bottom of things. The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls,
why is
and
the
thick,
outside of the
wrought
cabin
iron
wood
bars
and the
barricade
inside
the windows,
stone?
reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. He definitely did not. Does a mirror not count as furniture of note to you? Because it should. There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Mirror. Right there. Look. That's a whole lot of... Hold on. Let me actually read the chat. Reality as it is beyond the currents of life. Deceit under the microscope. You're talking very profound. Also, if you're wondering why I'm looking that way, I have my chat pulled up on my TV. Because my blind ass, it prefers big letters.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
I think you know what we have to do.
A damn lie.
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? That you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what
I
needs
don't
to be
have a
done.
webcam I can set up to my laptop yet, although I'm probably going to eventually move the one over from my Xbox to my laptop. But it's kind of all tangled up in cords, and I don't want to deal with untangling. And then when I go back to streaming on my Xbox, I have to move the webcam back and forth, back and forth. I kind of want to get a second webcam. And I also want to get a mic that works on my computer. But this is the setup we're rocking with for now. We're just chilling.
Very
Yeah,
different.
this cabinet is different.
Yes, but why? Did he change it? Or did it change all on its own? Maybe it's a different cabin entirely.
Now isn't that a novel thought? Maybe you haven't actually been here before. I hope this means you'll finally drop your ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
No, I definitely got my neck cut open.
So focus up. Don't get distracted by minor details. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand
I have
against
claws.
the cabin wall.
I have a bird
You
hand.
know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago.
And now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
You take the blade from...
Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone.
Let's go. Let's see the princess again.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us?
You walk down the stairs
Oh!
towards the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her
upped
wrists
her
to the far
security.
wall,
Oh my
joining
god!
the
Now
metallic
you
chorus
see,
as
this
she
might be
adjusts her
someone who
hands
can
in her
destroy
lap.
the world. They just upped her security.
So much for cutting her out of here.
Do you hear yourself right now? Cutting her out of here never should have been on the table.
It was on the table.
Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
That was there last time too, wasn't it?
It was.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
What do you mean?
You step towards the princess.
I didn't try to
but
kill
she
you
stops
last time.
before
I was
you get
forced
too
to
close,
attempt it.
holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease. You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Indeed.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
You're speaking in riddles. Off brand.
Oh, are we acknowledging that?
Yes, we
I
are.
thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
I guess what you said back in the woods really was true.
Yes, it was. They're just riddles. Good riddles, though. Yeah, they're good.
As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things. It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency. A contingency for what?
How is there a contingency?
For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck. Now hold on, if you knew this could happen, why didn't you believe us back in the woods? Why lay out all those hypotheticals? We didn't have to talk in circles. I needed you to believe this was your first time here, even if that wasn't the truth. I hoped if I pushed back hard enough I could cram this seeping mess back into the bottle. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic.
I like the skeptic.
I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky, so don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright?
Now I'm messing it up again.
Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark? The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that. I won't. Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
It's not.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
My apologies. My apologies, princess.
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them.
A lot more.
And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows? It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
This one.
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, and I don't see any keys in your hands either. So I'm afraid my only way out is another surgical removal.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck?
Yeah.
Or does she think she'd survive a beheading? You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her. Unless she really could survive.
If she survives
Though
that, what would be the
suppose you
point
could
of
just
attempting
be
to
here
kill
to
her?
kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
Nah.
I don't know. but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't...
I want to try that chain on.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. And why is that? Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is? And
Yeah.
what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it? I don't know. Maybe it will. He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate. But what if he's
We
telling
don't
the
need to
truth?
investigate though because, you know.
He isn't.
No key.
I am. Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next. What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad? Yes, it's bad.
Music fucking stopped. Stupid brain brand.
Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time. Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it leaps from your hands, sliding around your leg.
It just... Hold up, wait a minute. It just magically snapped itself around my neck. I don't know. Why would a chain just start floating and snap itself around my neck? I didn't even do it.
And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand.
Do I have a
and sent
magnet in my
skittering
neck?
across the floor of the basement. Excuse me?
Exactly.
Yes? Are we stuck here now? Yes.
Oh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
What are we supposed to do now?
I fucking love this.
Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve. That's horrible.
Yeah.
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information. Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch? No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
No, there's something. We learned that there's a magnet in our neck.
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
Yeah.
You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring.
Shit happens when you have a magnet in your neck.
There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing. But there isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent. At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything.
It's pretty safe. We're both just here chilling.
But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there.
Exactly.
Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
How exactly does that work?
It just does.
That's not an answer.
But your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again. And let me guess, the cabin remains the same.
If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
Exactly.
I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there, but then they get larger and larger.
I don't like small talk.
Okay.
That's rude.
Fuck you then.
You
I'm trying to
continue
help
to
both
wait
of
in
us.
silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
She hasn't starved.
I guess
Yeah.
she hasn't.
Time is warped. Everything's fucked.
Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and until suddenly, there are no walls. And then... And...
I think he's gone.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us. So this is the outside world. It's cold.
Girl, is you okay? I just read your chat. Hopefully hands. And to answer my own question, she was not okay.
she's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Explore.
It is.
Always
Does
explore.
that
Always
mean
push
the world
forward.
ended?
It must have. Do any of us know what the world ending is supposed to look like? If there's even a her to find anymore.
You're right. She's
Like that.
gone. It's just us and that
Itchy.
awful thing. There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
I gotta.
It's different now. It feels... I don't know. Final.
I approach the mirror. It's so quiet. What am I? I got the achievement, it's you. What am I? Who am I? I am not no damn bird. I don't see no beak. I am at the cabin. There's no cabin.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel. I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I don't think I have a mouth or a face. I think it's all just ink.
I think that you are like me.
I'm a bunch of hands.
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks. How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Where is the world?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives
I'm
to
not that
make
one
my
guy
own.
from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I don't have a thing for hands.
This one is determined, but also cautious. One that would rather let the world move around her than move it herself. She will make for a patient heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
And where is she?
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me.
So are you her?
I promise that it doesn't hurt. You are the only thing I have ever known.
Am I the narrator?
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us. I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free. You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Alright, so we're lovers. Long lost lovers.
I know only that they are. She is part of me, and part of me is her. You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Well, I want to get a clear answer, girl. You cannot get, are you not going to give me a clear answer?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
Alright, so we're a team.
There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom. Everything, until we meet again.
I don't want to forget everything. I wanna! What if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow. You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold. How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated. More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
So we'll be at this game forever.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
I won't forget, we're gonna wait.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping?
Talk so
If you
profound.
close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Wait. Am I... Oh. Yo, my game just closed. Hold up, wait a minute. I have 2 achievements, that's nice. It didn't crash. Well, you know what? I changed my mind. I no longer want to wait forever.
You have returned to me.
Oh! Hold up, wait a minute, yo!
Moments. I never left your side.
Yeah, okay, I believe you. You loyal. Oh. Someone new has joined the Discord. One second. Let's do
She
this.
asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
That's mean.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And
I
in
don't
the
know what I
basement of
see.
that cabin, you're here to slay.
No, I wanted it. I'm gonna go right up there and stab her this time. I ain't even gonna hold you.
while I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, and before you decide, causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
Okay, so
It's no use arguing
we're back to the
semantics
very
over a
start.
metaphorical chicken, unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
I'll murderize her this time.
Of course
But
I
I'm-
haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody
I'm pretty sure
wants
this is the
the
type of
world to
game that the
end.
more questions I ask, the more options I get,
mean,
so I'm going to
maybe-
ask every type of question.
I'm talking... Don't... Look, you're already on... Does it? Oh, if only that were the case. But I have to... Like I said, are you... It's... Then I guess we'll just have to then each... So sure.
Oh, I didn't...
Talk to her.
That wasn't an explore
See how
option.
you make your way up. We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty. The blade... You take the blade. The door to the bait... Her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. Don't let it fool you.
I'm more dangerous.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist. She's so coldly focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Yeah, that's the gist of it.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her.
And keep
Maybe
the
she
knife in
really is a
hand.
monster.
The knife is
Killing
prohibiting
someone
my
in cold
talking
blood
ability.
isn't very becoming of us. You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You
Good
step
eye.
forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you. I guess we are.
For the love of everything, just slay her.
Shut up, narrator. Dramatic
Or
effect.
drop the blade. Do something. Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust, and it feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone
Damn,
where
she's
your jaw has
strong.
been crushed.
Okay.
Holy shit, that hurts!
Nah, I'll be alright.
Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many
Girl, you
times
kinda
or more.
bomb for real,
Each
Shai. Let me
impact as
holler at
heavy
you
as that
after this.
first. We can still turn this around. You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath.
Come on, hit me with another one.
You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either.
Aw, friend, you're really excited.
Excuse me?
Yeah, excuse me? We alright? She's the one who's cut up.
Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job.
How strong is she?
Flash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
How much of this do I have to blur for YouTube?
This was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs
Let's do it again.
start to fill with
Next time.
blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
Baby girl, I hope not. I want a second date.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path, and you're here to... Oh, don't you start grandstanding about... If he doesn't remember what happened, you know I can hear you, right? That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning.
Yeah!
That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill. Those are two very different... If you're back... And yet you still... And I believe your other question... What do you mean? Yes, but in this purely hypothetical... Had you failed to slay the... Ugh. Enough with the talking. We've got a fight to win. Nothing else matters. I couldn't agree more. The cabin... Just be quick about it. Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
But we killed her.
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and you'll be fine. Oh, this is maddening.
Shut
Why
up,
do you
man,
keep
I got
asking
questions.
There's nothing wrong with Sure there is. It's wasting time and energy. I've told you everything you need to know. Going... What else will... Exactly. Great. Now if...
Let's do this.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie. Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight. Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what's the princess will... Crystal. Let's just get on with it already.
Easy peasy.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold
It's
stone
stone.
walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. See? Even the cabin has the right idea. Let's get moving. The blade is your implement. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall.
It's a mirror.
It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
You think his voice is hot?
You reach forward and rub your hand, but and now it's gone, so all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting. You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulphuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally! It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
Mommy,
this
yes.
isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening. Good. Sounds like my kind of princess. As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight. As you descend the final step, the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
Yes.
Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife, too. Yes.
Yes.
I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
Oh, let me talk my shit. Turn around, leaving without saying anything.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done. Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
I think I'm in love.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Alright, fine. I believe you. What? What you said earlier in the woods, I believe you. You've already met the princess, and the princess has already met you. That's all the more reason to take this seriously. You don't know that whatever brought the two of you back to life...
Okay, I'm stubborn now.
And beyond that, she
cut the crap. I want to beat the shit out of her.
Last time, me.
I want her to beat the shit out of me.
Are you okay? Of course I'm not okay! As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die. You're joking, right? I'm just going to pretend that you're joking. Yeah, you better be joking. We can't win unless you take this.
You look exactly the same.
I hope so.
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again?
See? She wants to fight us again. There's no reason for us to stand around talking. Finally ready to complete your destined task, you launch off the whetstone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess.
Kind of. It's like some kind of demon. I don't know.
Here we go. Let's make this count. Oh, we'll make it count, all right.
We'll make it last.
As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood. But she's unfazed by your onslaught. Her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down to the basement floor. You can hear her chains snap as you struggle to recover from the impact. She almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed?
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you? That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me. It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart. You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point? So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
Don't let her get in your head. Reincarnation or not, this world needs you to win. She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow, think it through, and don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action. Don't listen to them. She understands something that they don't. The only way to win, the only way out of this is through her. If that's your plan, then that's your plan. You push off the ground, ignoring the pain in your ribs as you charge at the princess once more. You can feel flesh give way before a sudden impact blunts your momentum, your weapon tightly lodged in the bone of her arm.
No more arm for you.
She grins at you from behind her guard. Pull it out. We'll try a different angle. No, we can do this. Just keep pushing.
I agree with Stubborn.
We're not gonna win if our weapon's stuck in her arm. The princess's grin widens as the two of you push against each other, her fiery eyes and masochistic glee practically lighting up the dreary cave.
How much is this guy going to have to blur?
Yes, you finally get it, don't you? Nothing exists outside of us. It's just you and me, dying and coming back, clashing against each other. Forever.
That's not what's going on. There's an
get
entire world
longer
at
than
stake
that.
here. Yes, the fate of the world doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is this fight. The only thing that matters is getting stronger. And the only way to get stronger is to win, even if it takes us forever to get there. Your balance is suddenly thrown off as the princess pulls you into her knee. It collides with your ribs, and you feel them splinter, cracking like wet wood from the impact. We're fine. But you barely have enough time to notice before the princess follows up and smashes her forehead against yours. Your grip loosens from the impact, the blade still wedged in her arm as you tumble to the cold stone floor. I said we're fine.
And that means we're fine.
I didn't say you weren't fine. I was just describing what happened. You might not have said as much, but you certainly implied it. It really doesn't matter. The princess glances down at the blade embedded in her arm, and with near total ignorance to pain, slides it out of its sinewy prison.
You forgot this.
She tosses it at your feet.
I don't really want it.
You and the princess attack each other once again, each of you dealing a single, terrible, lethal blow. Wait, Does that mean we're dead? Or rather, about to be dead? As your blade pierces her sternum, the princess buries her fist into the soft meat of your organs. You feel a few horrifically painful pops, a gush of fluid, and... No, it's not. We're just getting started. But it is over. Dead is dead. I know this isn't the happiest ending for you, but you saved the entire world from ruin.
It's over when I say it's over.
Well, are you going to listen to him? Or are you going to listen to me? Get up.
Whoever voice acted this did an amazing job.
Wait, no, that can't be right. Your eyes bolt open and you push yourself back to your feet. Alive. Ha! I told you this wasn't over. What about her? The blade went right through her heart. What about her? If we're fine, then she's fine. No, she's dead. She has to be... No! Wait. We're all shit out of luck, aren't we? I knew it. I told you we should all believe in her. This is perfect. The princess rises from the ground, staggering slightly, one hand wrapped around the hilt of the blade still buried in her heart.
We don't even need to start over anymore, do we? Let's go again.
She pulls the weapon from her chest, barely wincing, and hurls it at your feet. You know what to do. Again! But she came back. What's the point of fighting her if she can just do that?
For fun.
All of you need to settle down. This whole situation is coming dangerously close to untethering. She clearly never actually died. You just missed her heart, that's all. Oh, we just missed her heart? Oh, of course, that's all. You were the one who said we hit her heart. You were the one who said it was finally over. Well, I guess I had it wrong. You guess you had it wrong? Aren't you supposed to know everything? I never said I knew everything. With an
Doesn't matter.
unbelievable determination,
Again.
you snatch the blade from the floor and stumble back to your feet. Both you and the princess quake with adrenaline as your eyes lock across the basement floor and share a knowing look. Free from hesitation, you close the distance, both you and the princess aiming to end each other. Your blade digs into her neck, grinding against her vertebrae as her fist connects with your body. The impact forces the air from your lungs, stars dancing in front of your eyes as you fail to keep your bearing. You both collapse to the ground before either of you has a chance to survey the damage. And then we get up. Yes. And then you get up.
That was a good one. More.
Again.
You and the princess exchange dozens of devastating blows.
Oh,
sometimes you manage to strike first, and sometimes she tears through you before you have a chance to act. But more often than not, each of you fells the other in the same moment. And then you get up and do it again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. We're all still here, isn't it?
What are you waiting for? I'm right here. Do you think this is... What is this place?
Did we do this?
Huh. I didn't think we had it in us. But I guess that stuck-up control freak was right.
I think we're going to do one more ending and end it. And then continue this 4 series.
It's the end of the world, isn't it? It's the end of everything.
Far from it. We're still here. And she's still here too.
I feel so... tired.
And we're back.
Screw them.
I want to get smaller.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again. Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
How so? What changed?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between. Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward. With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am
More
is
riddles.
different from what I was.
All riddles, it's always has been.
I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you. Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
Continue moving forward.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me. This one yearns to grow and struggle. Even now I feel a will pushing against mine, not realizing that we are one. She will make for a bold heart. Do not mourn her. We will provide her with the growth she fought for.
The next one, I'm going to give love and care.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
And I die.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here.
We've done this before. Straight to the cabin.
You make your way. We're not ignore. The blade is. The door to the basement creaks open. Her voice
Hello?
is hypnotizing. Don't let it. How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before
I don't
it
care.
really sinks in?
She deserved love and care.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist. binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever.
She's not cold and mean, like when I come down with the knife.
I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
Okay.
Oh.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Good question.
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
Sooner or later, you'll learn to trust me. Hopefully it won't be too late when you finally come around.
I never want to trust
Thank
you,
you for
motherfucker.
believing me. Now, can you help me get out of here?
You walk up to the chains binding the princess. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe
No.
it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day.
Okay, I'll be here. Good luck.
I like
You attempt to
it.
make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of
And
a lock
fuck you again.
sliding into place.
I like this one.
Is someone else here?
Narrator.
You try the door. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you...
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates
Oh!
before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save.
Fine. Against your better judgment,
Ooh,
you
that-
place the blade
all
against the
getting blurred.
ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone.
She just yanked it off.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body
Not again.
steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
I revoke you.
What are you doing?
Stop that.
No, I refuse. I don't like.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held
The
low,
little
ready
slide.
to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it! Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
I resist.
The blade! Move the blade! As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest.
You know, this time
tearing
she's not
flesh
very
and
demure.
sinew. It is.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Come on, girl. You know how to do this. You can be more demure about it.
Until it's
You can be more
hurts.
mindful about stabbing me.
Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use it.
Girl,
does she?
that's not very demure.
Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
Girl, be a little bit more
One
demure next
last
time.
thrust of the knife. Your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your... It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I prefer for things to
I
have
just
gone
put it on
differently,
auto?
I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The damsel.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her. I can assure you that if he doesn't remember what happened... Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky. Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
Yeah, 'cause fuck you,
See
narrator.
about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
I won't count that. Yes, okay. That's cool.
A warning before you go any further. We already told you we're not playing. I do. Sure, you don't pay that. The interior of the blade. What are you talking? You reach forward and
I
rub your
kind of want
hand
to speed
against the
through all
cabin.
this a bit because I feel like
Hope
it's
you know
going
how
to be a bit more
ridiculous you are.
repetitive.
But now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
The door to the basement creaks open, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
Let us rescue
You know
her.
she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing. And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before. That's right, villain, and you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And we damned a whole world. But everything reset.
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
Why are you so chill about it?
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird? She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behaviour and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
Well, I don't think I will.
You died, and now we're talking. I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Yes.
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips. Are you listening to her? That's a confession. At least you're being honest. I can't believe that the fate of the entire world has been left in the hands of a nihilist.
What can I say?
The princess shifts in uncomfortable confusion.
Me too. I don't care.
She wasn't confused for long. If she doesn't care, then clearly she didn't end the world. It would take a great desire for evil to do something so inconceivable, and our dearest has not an ounce of cruelty within her. All is well, and it's high time we rescued our beloved. If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
Don't, you're a bitch.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Not gonna question
That's
it?
because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Did we? We warned her of the cruel force. She made the best decision for her. Don't be... No. I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I'll... You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Chill out there, buddy. Hold up now.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back, and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon?
What do we do now? That sounds perfect.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world.
Where's the screenshot button?
Fingers as they intertwine with hers. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs, hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
That's right, hero. Just chill.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of
She's
teenagers
down
in love,
for anything,
you
ride or
and the
die.
princess place your hands on the door together. Blech. And
Together.
the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me? I told you our love was insurmountable. You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade, that's right, there's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late. You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
Hate me all you
You know,
want.
if her walking
I
out
win.
that door is really going to end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone. That's not how this works. Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending. Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you?
Yes, I
Across
am.
the room, opening the door to the cabin. And then you step outside.
Your
Our
love set her
happy
free.
ending
Will
at
set you
last.
free.
We
Achievement
did it!
unlocked.
What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
Which is about to get snatched away by
I'm
power
cold.
hands.
Is being
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess. She's gone. Where does she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now? But it feels so bad, like looking into it right now. Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and pre...
Goodbye, guys.
Oh, don't...
Why am I don't want to fall apart.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same. This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose. And yet my water... As easily as you... Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and tells me new secrets.
I do get all the secrets. But honestly, for now, that's all.